we going to do about dinner tonight? You better be making it this time. Last time you were on a business trip, and you never were home to do any of the chores. Do you think it's a good time for you to stop trying to piss me off all the time?
Do you think you can stop talking to me like that? You've always been talking to me like that, and it's already made me more than unhappy with you.
Why should I? It's my right as the man of this house to be able to boss you around however I'd like.
Sure, but I'm telling you that I hate it, so would you stop? And also, when I'm around the house, I'll do my best to get any chores done for us. But recently, I've been very busy with work and haven't had much time to be home to take care of things. So I want you to show a little understanding with that.
Understanding? What are you talking about, Anna? Why would you want that from me when it's your fault that your work is busy?
What do you mean by that?
Your work and me have nothing to do with one another, right? You're my wife! And so, the only relation anything has with me is you doing your job here, in the house. But if you can't do that, would you rather us get divorced? You know dang well that if you were divorced by me, you'd be screwed!
You said the same thing yesterday, that you were filling out the paperwork, right? Were you being serious? Do you think it's okay to think of that even when you're not as upset with me?
I just want to let you know that I can have you thrown out of here whenever I please. And if it does happen, I want it to be quick for us. After all, a woman like you is barely of any use to me. So, if you continue to not get the housework done for me, then throwing you on the streets should be enough to teach you a lesson.
Even though I have a job of my own that pays about the same pay as you? And I'm working it just as much as you do, I've been getting most of the housework done, right? What I'm trying to say is that you don't even bother to do anything to help at the house like I do. Yet, even with you giving nothing to our relationship, you sit there whining and complaining about all the hard work I've done.
You call it complaining, but to me, it's trying to get you to do your job. After all, it's well known that all the housework needs to be done by the wife. So could you stop trying to blame me for doing what's right? But if you can't seem to get a handle on things, I'll just have to throw you away before you make me too embarrassed. Well, life would be a lot better without you around, you pain-in-the-butt wife.
Well, if you're gonna go as far as that, then maybe we are finished. I understand what you want now, so I'm quitting my job as your wife.
Oh, you're really going to quit now? Well, maybe if you stop talking back to me like this all the time, you'd have time to think about why I'm right. Do your job from now on. You have to make sure you do as your husband says. I mean, that's the only reason I married you in the first place, Anna.
Well, you make a good point. I'm at the point now where I can't even think of anything besides my understanding of you, Bryce. So, that's what we'll do then?
Go ahead! This better mean you listen to everything now, right?
No, that's not what I was talking about, but I'm saying that I'll do as you've asked so that I can make you happy. And so, that's what I'm gonna do.
Alright, already, just get home right now! If you have enough time to talk to me like this, then you must be finished with your work over there. So hurry home now! I need my dinner!
When I'm finished with my work, I'll come home. That's what everyone does, right? I'll see you later.
I'm not going to ask this again. Will you please stop screwing around?
Huh? What do you want about?
How long are you going to be overseas for work? Do you really think I'm fine with you being away from home this long? Hurry up and get home now! I can't deal with your crap any longer, woman!
Who are you calling woman like that? I want to know why the heck you're talking to me like that and what for. Do you not have any idea what you're asking for by talking to me with that attitude? What do you want?
I'm telling you to stop your trip overseas and come back! You think you can just get away with not cooking for me because you have a business trip to go on? It's almost been 2 weeks of you now dodging me! Are you fine with me divorcing you?
What? Why are you saying all that now? Are you trying to threaten me again?
I'm not just threatening you. I'm being very serious about leaving you. This is me demanding that you come home now! Are you going to ignore your husband's demand?
Wait. What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm trying to make it clear to you that if you don't come back to me and make my dinner, I'm going to throw you onto the streets! You can't just run away for a few weeks and leave your husband at home with nothing to eat, can you? I don't ever remember saying that was okay for you to do. If it was going to be this long, I would have explained all of this to you before you left. Come back to the States, right now! You're getting the choice of either a divorce or leaving your job. Choose, now!
Do you not see how crazy a situation you've created for yourself? I have no reason to be listening to you. But you think I'll come back for you? You're a frickin' idiot, man.
What did you just say to me? You think it's okay to start calling me an idiot now, do ya? If I'm not around for you anymore, you won't be able to do a thing on your own. Who's been the one that's put this roof over our heads and food to eat?
And that's obviously been you, right?
Are you saying you're not thankful for all I've given?
Why would I be thankful for you? You seem to be at the point now that you've become so insane that you don't even know what you're saying anymore. Why would I need to be thankful to you, Bryce?
Do you think it's okay to make me this pissed off right now? I won't forgive you for this one! I am your husband, and you've just gone and pushed me to my limits!
My husband? You are very wrong about that.
Huh? You're that much of a piece of garbage that you can't even call me your husband anymore? If you take one more step further, I don't think I'll be able to hold myself back anymore. I'm going to divorce you.
Huh?
You think a wife that leaves her husband to go overseas and is never around to do her chores can just talk to me like that? If you don't get on a plane right now and come home to make me dinner, I'm divorcing you!
But we divorced last month, right?
Huh?
What the hell have you been saying this whole time? I told you last month that we had gotten divorced. We've been divorced for weeks now, so why are you coming at me saying that you're still my husband and have demands for me?
What are you saying? We're divorced? Don't talk to me about such nonsense! Since when did we ever get a divorce, Anna? I'm tired of you always getting this confused!
What am I confused about exactly? I already handed in our divorce paperwork a while back, and so I assumed we've been divorced since then. And I made sure to tell you all that last month when it happened.
You were being serious about all of that?
Why would I have ever been joking back then about that? There wouldn't have been anything in it for me if I'd done so.
Huh? That we're divorced? Huh? What's going on? When? How did you end up doing that without me ever noticing?
You said you'd filled out all the paperwork yourself, right?
So then you used that?
Of course I did. You had flaunted the fact that you'd filled out all your parts and everything, and so I took it and handed it in last month. So why are you talking to me about this now? We haven't been together now for a month, so why are you coming back to me now?
I never knew that you and I had gotten divorced. I just thought that you had left the house to go on a business trip.
Well, I'm not on a business trip right now.
Huh? What do you mean you're not on a business trip?
Well, I assumed that since you and I are nothing now, and that you're just a stranger to me, I had no reason to tell you where I was going. I'm not on some business trip. Rather, I went and changed my career, and I'm now working for a company outside the US. So I'm not gonna be coming back there to be home anytime soon.
Huh? You're living overseas now then? Since when did you think you could just do all of that without letting me know at least? Why didn't you at least say that before you left? You know that I would have never let you go without my permission!
I'll tell you one last time. We are divorced now, you and I. So why would it make it necessary to have to come check in with you before making my own choices? We have never been that close to each other, especially now.
You say that like we were never even married! You were my wife, right?
But when I handed in that divorce paperwork, we went right back to being strangers. You were the one that kept asking for it, so I went and played along. Why would you think that I'd never hand the papers in?
You're asking me why? Because I never assumed you'd hand them in!
Come on. Did you really let yourself believe that without you I'd never be able to make it on my own? Well, if you still believe that, take a good look at me now. Whose house do you think you're living in right now?
Huh? What do you mean?
Wait, have you already left the place then? You knew that the house we were in was the house I took a loan out on to afford, so it was under my name.
What does that even mean? Huh? Is that right?
So you never even realized that either. Funny, since you had always made it seem like you put that roof over our heads. I at least hope you could have done some chores or something without me. The person that's been able to live with the help of others has been you, not me. So I'm wondering, why are you in someone else's house?
What do you mean by someone else's house? This is our house, right?
You're still wrong. You've been living in someone else's house ever since you and I got divorced. I didn't really care since I had moved away, but I plan to have that place sold very soon.
Huh? You're selling it?
I told you that after the divorce, right? That you needed to leave?
I just thought that everything you said to me back then was you trying to continue our fight or something!
Well, at this point, I don't have any plans to fight anymore. I had already told my realtor that the house would be going up for sale, and that's why I just thought I'd mention it to you. Anyway, before I called the police on you for trespassing, get out of that house. You had planned to have me tossed on the streets after a divorce, but how does it feel now to be told to leave my house?
I can't believe this! Are you really okay with what's all happening right now? I can't believe you've been planning on throwing me out!
Even if you can't believe it, they're all just the facts, so hurry yourself up and get a move on. I plan to come back for a little bit to help with the selling of the house, and I don't want you around while I'm there. And actually, why are you still there?
Huh? You're selling it? Why, Anna? This place was also my house! Even if you tell me to leave this place now, I can't just do it in a day!
Come on now. You've been the one planning this for a while now, right? Whenever I did something you didn't like, you used divorce as a way of threatening me. And even after telling you over and over again to stop, you keep coming at me with that horrible attitude of yours. You never even learned to change the way you acted out towards me, and so this is the price you get to pay. I'm so happy you decided to fill out a lot of that divorce paperwork because it made my decision a whole lot easier.
You're kidding, right? Does this mean you've always wanted to divorce me? Why, though? You'll never be able to find as good of a husband as me!
What? A good husband? What part of you is good?
What the?
If you're referring to all the plates you'd leave behind after eating and the rare occasions that you come around and make a meal for us, I think you're very wrong for making that seem like you were a good husband.
Huh? I was?
On top of that, your hateful attitude towards me that you'd have every day and the fact that you always tried to look down on me really showed me how terrible of a husband you were. Do you understand what I mean? It was impossible for me to be around you, especially when you got all worked up. But we're divorced now, so I don't really care if you understand me or not. So, why have you still not left the house after getting divorced?
You're asking me why?
So you really did not think we were divorced.
Anna, this isn't good. Can you please stop trying to mess with me? I didn't know anything about you selfishly handing in those documents without me, and asking me to leave all of a sudden is not going to sit well with me!
Huh? Do you not see who's messing around right now still?
Huh?
This is all what you deserve after treating your kind wife so horrible after she told you to lay off of her so many times. If you'd wanted to have someone around the house to do the chores all the time, you should have hired a maid or something like that. Well, if you're not even able to pay for the house you're sitting in right now, you probably never had the money to hire your own maid.
I don't want to leave! We're family, and we should be living together! Moving overseas without ever telling me! That's not the right thing to do right now! Can you please come back? If I don't have you with me, I'll be the one getting screwed!
You've changed so much from the man you were before that I can't help myself from laughing. Well, I'm so sorry, but I'm doing great without you. Actually, this is the best I've ever felt in such a long time, so I want you to stay away. Now hurry up and leave my house. You should be able to clean up by yourself by now. You're 36 years old, for God's sake.
My age has nothing to do with that! Please don't throw me away already! If I don't have you anymore, I'm going to have nowhere to live! I won't be able to survive! Don't throw me away!
Who was the one that made a fuss about me not being able to cook for you every day and that you'd throw me away for it?
Did I really say that?
If you can't seem to remember that, then go back 1 month in the text history and you'll be able to read everything. I'm getting tired of having to sit here and baby you right now. Well, I have a new life to make for myself over here now. Go on and enjoy your new life as a moneyless and worthless man already. In the end, Anna moved on and ignored anything else Bryce said to her. And after, it seems that Bryce was finally kicked out of her house. He had lost his house now and had no family to move in with. But since this is the life he asked for, there's no chance of anyone being around to help him back up. His mental health began to take a decline, and soon he couldn't make it into work as much, and so he soon lost his job as well. On the other hand, Anna's doing great with her new career, and she was finally able to make her dream come true of working and living in another country. And deep down, she's very happy for divorcing Bryce and making good use of herself. I guess the way he treated her really did seem to help her out after all.
Hey sis, answer, please. Hello, Marge. What's up? That guy you brought home last night? Well, what a surprise! That guy. My fiancé, you mean? I didn't realize your fiancé was Jerry Anderson! I figured you knew him. Duh! Of course I knew him! I went to high school with him. He was the most popular guy in school. All the girls were lusting after him. There was a load of heartbroken girls back then. Like in the hundreds. That's how good-looking and desirable he was. Actually, he said he wasn't all that popular, or as you say, lusted after back in school. That doesn't really matter. It's the rumors that spread. Where there is smoke, there is fire! Yeah, okay. But he himself says it's all total BS. To be honest, he hates all this back fence talk. That's what I like about him. He's so cool. I really can't believe it. I mean, I'm way prettier than you. I always have been. And you get the best looking guy ever? Go figure. Oh, it's just not fair. Not fair, huh? What am I supposed to do about it? Not fair. And he's freelance, and he makes over $100,000 a year? Holy cow! You got that from yesterday's conversation, I suppose. You know, I thought it was kind of rude to be asking someone about their annual income in front of everyone. What's the harm? Anyways, it's an important point. Didn't you say you had a boyfriend or something? I heard he works in the same business as Jerry. Yeah, him. I'm thinking of breaking that off. Huh? Why would you go and do that? Well, after seeing Jerry, you know, he's starting to look a little, lackluster. Yeah, they're in the same business and pay is alright. But on the handsome side, Jerry is way more good looking. You're forgetting one important point. He's my fiancé. Don't you forget that. Yeah, that's the point I want to make. Why is he even your boyfriend? I mean, it makes no sense. You have no real talent, and on top of that, you're not that attractive. I am way more attractive and desirable. It's just not fair. I just can't accept this whole thing. What do you want me to do about it, for Christ's sake? This is inexcusable. It's all total BS. Right. I'm a bit busy now. I have to meet Jerry pretty soon, so... Huh? Oh, are you going to that motel out on Main Street for a little afternoon fun? Take me with you. Huh? Have you been popping pills all day or something? How could you say that? Of course not. Not fair. Why did you get to have all the fun? Please, shut up for a second, would you? I'm just going to see his folks, that's all. I'm in a hurry, so see ya. Hey, Jenny, are you there? What is it this time? It's about Jerry. There was something I wanted to ask you one more time. Jerry is working as a freelancer, which means he's mostly working from home, right? Yeah, he does go out occasionally, but yeah, basically he works from home. So, that means we can get naughty all day long. When he's working, it's not different from working at an office. He really can't be bothered. He's actually pretty busy. Wow, and he makes over $100,000 a year. Oh, really impressive. Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Okay, so it's all set. Huh? What are you talking about? Jerry is now my fiancé. Oh, Lord! What the hell are you blabbering about? I talked to Mom and Dad and pleaded with them that I wanted Jerry, and they said no problem. You really must be popping pills. I mean, think about it. Would Jerry want to marry an unattractive, no-talent woman like yourself? Oh, he would much rather marry a beautiful and sexy girl like me. That's what Mom and Dad said. This was all decided last night with Mom and Dad. Decided with Mom and Dad? Where the hell am I in all this? Dad already contacted Jerry about this news a while ago. So, Jenny, dear sister, no more contact with my fiancé Jerry. Got that? Hold it a second. You're totally mental. Do you really think you can do this on a whim? Anyways, Jerry would never permit such a thing. You are unbelievable. Yeah, figured you'd react this way. Your whining will do you no good. It's been decided. Now, I'm busy. I have to contact Jerry and meet up with him. Kisses. Hold it, Marge. Are you nuts? Hey, Jerry, sorry. This is urgent. Did one of my family members contact you?
Oh. Hey, Jenny.
I suppose somebody already got in touch with you. Am I right?
Yeah, your younger sister Marge and your dad contacted me earlier. Your father said he decided to switch my fiancé from you to your younger sister Marge. And for your sister, I got this. I'm your fiancé now, so let's go to that motel on Main Street tonight. Hearts.
Oh my god.
When I met her at the party the other day, she was really in my face. I'm sure you saw that too. I realize now why you were so against me meeting your family. Just didn't expect they would go this far.
Oh, this is not happening. Oh my god, why?
I adamantly refused. So don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. My stupid family. How embarrassing.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Besides, now I really know what kind of people they are. Just as you've been saying. I told them flat out that I had no intention of changing my plans. And from now on, I didn't want a close relationship with them. My parents are understanding, so there's no need to worry about them.
Oh yeah, thank God for that. Oh yeah, when you met, you exchanged contact information, right? Go ahead and block all my family members, okay? Way better that way. I'm really sorry about this.
Yeah, I'll be sure to do that. And you don't have to apologize for anything. You did nothing wrong.
But making you go through this BS...
I insisted that we meet your family despite your repeated warnings. So it's partially my fault for pushing it.
Really? I'm sorry.
Come on, you're starting to sound like a broken record. Don't worry about it. If there's anything you want to talk about, just come to me. I always have your back, Jenny. I love you. Remember that.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm counting on it.
Hey, I'm about done here. Want to go on a date?
Huh? From now?
Did you have other plans?
No plans. But how about you? You have work, don't you?
Yeah, I did have a web meeting set for noon, but it's been postponed until 6 p.m. I really can't start work until things are decided during this meeting, so I got the whole afternoon free.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good.
I've been stuck inside for the last couple of weeks, so I figured I would head out and get something to eat downtown. You wouldn't mind coming along, would you? If not, I could just...
No, I want to go. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so we're good to go. I'll pick you up at your place in an hour or so. Sound good?
Okay, I'll get ready. Look forward to seeing you.
Okay, see you later.
Yeah, see ya.
Hey, Jenny!
Oh, hey, Jerry. Thanks for today. It's after 6 p.m. Don't you have that meeting?
You gotta help me! I need your help now!
Huh? What's the matter? What happened?
It's your younger sister. She was in the house! And she was wearing only panties and a bra!
Say that one more time. Did I hear you right?
I guess it was partly my fault. A little while ago, I went to take the trash out. I was gone for like 5 minutes and I think she snuck in then.
Come to think of it, she was asking you over and over about where you lived.
Seems like she snuck in and hid in the closet in my office area. A second ago when I was getting ready for that meeting, she suddenly popped out of the closet and hugged me from behind. She scared the crap out of me. I'm not sure how I got away from her, but I ran into the bathroom and locked myself in. And that's where I'm calling you from.
Oh my god, I knew something like this would happen. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault. You don't have to apologize. It's just that, you know, she's your sister and all. I wasn't sure if I should call the police or not.
I understand. Call the police.
Are you sure?
Of course, do it. I don't care if she's my sister or not. She committed a crime. She has to bear the consequences. What was she thinking?
Okay. I'll call them right away. I just called them. They're on their way.
Okay, I'm heading over there right now, too.
No. You better not.
Why not?
Your sister. I can hear her screaming at the top of her lungs. Not sure what she's saying. Rambling on about inappropriate stuff for sure.
Oh, are you serious?
I think it would be best if we just let the cops take care of it. There's nothing we can do.
I'm so sorry you had to go through with all this BS. Oh, my family! They are not normal.
You're the victim here, Jenny. You don't have to apologize.
If there is anything I can do to make amends, please tell me.
Yeah, thanks. I will. Oh, I think the cops just arrived. I can hear them outside. I think it's safe to go out now.
Okay, just be careful. Hey, Jenny, you there? Come on, answer me! Marge, have you gone completely off the deep end? What the hell were you thinking? That's what I was gonna ask you. I bet you anything it was you who tricked Jerry into calling the cops on me. I'm sure of it. Jerry would never do that to me. That was the most humiliating experience of my life. The cops all saw me naked. Oh my God. As punishment for your despicable actions, Jerry is going to be mine and mine alone. You really did it this time. Marge, relax for a second, would you? Mom and Dad are both on my side, and they said exactly the same thing. Shut up and listen. No, you shut up! I don't want to hear any of your stupid excuses. It's all your fault. You've made a total mess of things. I have something to say about your current boyfriend. Huh? What are you talking about? You still don't want to listen? Or you want to calm down for a second? What is it? When you hugged Jerry after you popped out of that closet, that was right about the time that web conference was about to begin. Web conference? What has that got to do with me? It's a system for having an online conference with everyone using a camera. Pretty convenient. I know how that stuff works. Don't act like some know-it-all. So what's this about a web conference? What's that got to do with anything? If you would shut up for a second, I'll explain. Jerry was just setting up the meeting and had just logged on when you appeared. Logged on? Yep. He just logged on, which means the camera and microphone were both on. And what's more, 5 or 6 people were already gathered for the meeting. Does that mean the camera? Marge, you really screwed up this time. After Jerry ran into the bathroom and locked himself in, you sat at his desk and you were apparently doing God knows what. Oh, what? No way! Yup, that's right. Everyone was watching you, saw it all, heard what you said. No, wait, you're making this up. Didn't you see all the people on the monitor? Didn't you even notice them? This is all a prank. You're just trying to get back at me, right? Right? I figured as much. Guess you were so excited and pumped up you simply didn't notice the monitor or even perceive that they were watching you. No, this is not happening. I got more bad news for you. He was in that meeting too. Yup, bingo, your boyfriend. Huh? Come on, this is not real. It seems he's one of Jerry's clients. I knew he was in the same business, but I didn't know he was a client. It's all BS. Tell me it's BS. Sorry, I wish I could, but it's true. I heard he was shocked. Said he didn't realize he was going out with such a promiscuous woman. I can understand his feelings. I mean, in your underwear, in front of all those people? Who does that? He doesn't want to ruin his promising career and said he no longer wants anything to do with you. No, this is not happening. So that's where we're at. That's about all the info I have at the moment. You wouldn't shut up a second ago. What's up? Oh yeah, you guys. My mom and dad say I'm unattractive and have no talent, but that's the truth. Besides, what are you talking about all of a sudden? We're both in a different line of business. But did you know I make just as much as he does? You guys didn't know that, did you? Huh? Okay, that's all I have to say. See ya. Maybe this was all good in the long run. Gave me an opportunity to make up my mind once and for all. I'm cutting ties with all of you. I never want to see you people again. Huh? You can't! Oh, and Jerry also wants nothing to do with you people. Hold it. You can't just walk away. We can, and we did. We already moved, for your information. Huh? Have you already moved away? Where to? What's your new address? Sorry, that information is confidential. Wait, you can't! I can, so take care of your own mess. I don't want anything to do with you. Goodbye. I think my sister messaged me countless times after that. But I blocked her as well as my parents. So, I haven't seen their messages. And just as I thought, it didn't simply end there. Her unfortunate antics had adverse effects on Jerry's business. And the members who witnessed what they should have not witnessed, well, some were traumatized by it and subsequently pressed charges. Apparently, she had to pay compensation for emotional distress. Of course, she couldn't pay it off on her own, so she pleaded with my folks to help her out, obviously. But my folks have been supporting Marge for so long. So, I really didn't think they had the money. Or so I thought. But later I heard they had sold the house to make the payments. Last I heard, they had moved into some old, dilapidated apartment. I'm sure they're making her pay off the debt she managed to create for them. I suppose I could help out, but what for? They never did anything for me. I guess it sounds kind of cruel, but they are nothing to me now.